There's a totally different energy than anything else that I was ever a part of. It is literally the highlight of my career.
Al Horford with the first bucket. He said, I'm starving. Gafford kicks it out. Derek Jones Jr. calmly knocks down the three.
Is a big start for the Dallas Mavericks because the first player you're coming off likely is Derek Jones Jr. He's going to get those shots.
From three-point range. Jaylen Brown starting on Luka Doncic. Doncic, his first shot. That's good. Tatum stumbles a bit, lost it. Kyrie Irving, quick outlet. PJ Washington. Washington goes to the rim. And the strong for Dallas. Jaylen Brown pushing on the make. Horford open.
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum so dynamic as Jaylen Brown gets the easy two in transition.
And Derek Jones, the quick outlet. Kyrie Irving drives, pulls up, shot is good. Soft touch. There was a hesitancy to him talking about it as he so desperately wants to play. This is the furthest. Oh, Doncic! Here's the rookie Lively out on Tatum. Gets past, goes inside, kicks it out, wide open, Derek White. That three is good. Holiday, the running start. White tries again. This one contested, no problem. It's not going to rest until he wins the title.
So much of the discussion around Jason Tatum is whether or not his jump shot goes in. As Luka's jump shot level, he's not defined by his jump shot.
Porzingis, guarded by Harvey, leans in. Hardy tried to draw a foul. Lively on him. Porzingis gets away inside and throws it down. Porzingis has Josh Green on him, wants to post up. Huge height advantage. Lively lurking. Porzingis shooting, scoring. Josh Green is on Tatum, now picked up by Gafford. Tatum contested three is good. Side of the backboard. Tatum to Peyton Pritchard, who just checked in. Porzingis way outside, knocks down another. Irving blocked by Porzingis. He's doing it all. Holiday, Hauser, three-pointer. Tatum gets past Irving, stripped and stolen by Irving. Here comes Josh Green, one man to beat, but it's a seven-footer who blocks it again.
Cross-matching. Gafford consistently will be guarded by a smaller player. He gets size and position. He's
Taken from Charlotte. He's been their third leading scorer in the playoffs. What a season he's had. Brown goes inside. Oh, what a slam. Derek Jones, excellent defender, but again, Porzingis with the height advantage. Shoots over him, shot's good. Here comes Tatum. Doncic double teaming. Brown, corner three, got it. Two.
You can't casually double team unexpectedly because that's when Boston's so dangerous.
Brown on the steal and slam. Holiday fakes the pass inside. Faked one pass and made a
superb so far. And Dallas right now going to a zone.
Tatum, a contested three. It's good. as Irving with the save goes into the crowd. They have 31 points with 3 minutes to go in the half. Doncic gets that one to go. And it was one competitive sweep, if there is such a thing. Pacers give them all they can handle in most of the games. Tatum on the strong. Porzingis coming out on his former teammate Doncic. Gets inside, he's double teamed, has to take a rough shot. And P.J. Washington right there.
Extra possessions, offensive rebounds can help you create a margin.
Porzingis puts it in. Doncic bumped by Porzingis, steps back, three-pointer, puts it in. Luka Doncic with 17.
Any life out of the gates.
Irving gets past Holiday. The floater in the paint is up. Nice soft touch from Kyrie Irving. Lead back to 20. Irving. Oh, nice move inside. Banks at home. What the Mavericks went through midseason to become this stellar defensive team as Doncic gets inside, takes his time, and banks it home.
With that kind of emotion, how hard?
It's very hard. I'll say the lesson that I learned was the value in closing out games. We had 2 games in that
defensive end. So impressive. Irving on the bounce, gets in, falling away, shot is good. Well, they've missed their last 6. Doncic tries another 3. Got it! Luka Doncic now with 27. It's a Porzingis wide open look. Not that time. Tatum with the rebound. Porzingis cuts to the basket and the flush. Doncic throws it up. Jones can't quite get it. Cleveland does. There's Hardaway off the bounce. Nice feed inside. Jones blocked by Brown. Brown gets in the paint. Holiday, Tatum, wide open three-pointer. It's good. Brown drives inside. Shot clock winding down. Horford just gets it off and hits the 3.
Mike, they can't contain the ball, and Boston is just relentlessly attacking off the drive.
Irving, shot blocked. Brown again with the rejection. The Mavericks down 19. Brown, three-pointer, puts it in. Jaylen Brown. He's heard the boos, but it wasn't as loud as you'd expect. Doncic gets inside, banks it home.
out of that.
Holiday gets inside, reverse, banks it in. Doncic doubled, stolen by White. White, right with Jones, lays it up and in. Tatum with 7 to shoot. Step back, jumper, it's good. Jason Tatum.
A bit of a zone there. They were loading the paint.
Washington into the paint, lively on the flush.
Such success, won a lot of games in the playoffs, but as Jason said, we only hang championship banners.
Holiday, the three-pointer. Well, the Mavericks have been in this position before. Hardy steps back, lines up the three-pointer. That's good.
Key defensive plays.
Pritchard misses, and that was after, again, the lead was cut to 8. Hardy bringing it coast to coast, off the glass. Jaden Hardy.
There are nights like that for Kyrie and Luka. It's just simply they have so much responsibility offensively. But they definitely need Kyrie that held up defensively.
Pritchard up top. Hauser had a great regular season, had a great series against Miami. That's got to feel good for Hauser. It's for Boston in these playoffs. They're 13-2. A great team effort at both ends. The return of Kristaps Porzingis, a huge impact.
Tim Legler, ladies and gentlemen. We've been waiting all week to get to this one, and we got the touch screen to break things down. But let's start in the beginning. It's a 17-15 game. It's like 5:50 to go. They hit a three, and here we go. With 5 minutes of game time later, it's a 27-point lead. What happened in that stretch?
Boston was getting all kinds of switches all over the floor, and they were just absolutely beating whatever was in front of them. And the weak side help was not good enough. One of the things we've loved about Dallas through this stretch was their weak side defense, protection at the rim. It just wasn't there. Porzingis got going early with some of these mid-range jumpers, but this is the stuff I'm talking about, where you just are putting your head down, winning your matchup, getting to the rim, nobody offering resistance. And by this point now, he's kind of rolling, but here's another one. Just bully Luka Doncic, get to your spot, go up, power through. Very little resistance. This obviously was a highlight play the first half, splitting those two defenders and then flushing at the rim. One more time, Tatum here just catches, gets the switch with Kyrie, turns out of that. The reaction is late. Boston's aggressiveness and their confidence level that every matchup in front of them was a favorable one for them. They took advantage of it. You can't put a measure on what Kristaps Porzingis gave them with his jolt, his jolt of electricity after not seeing him so long to come out, have that kind of an impact, man. What that did to that building, what it did to their team. It destabilized Dallas. I don't think they were prepared for what Kristaps Porzingis presented for them in the challenge in that first half.
And we wondered, would Dallas have some sort of an answer? Would they throw a combination of their own? And they did. And it gets to an 8-point game, and you said to me up in the room upstairs, you're like, well, let's see what happens now, right? You spend so much energy in the comeback, you get stops and you get makes. Is that going to happen? Is that going to sustain itself? What did Boston do when it got to that kind of frightening 8-point margin in the third to ultimately put this to bed?
Luka hits the three, right? Nods a little bit, has a little nod, and you're thinking like, oh, Luka's feeling it right now. Like now this is when there were a problem, one possession game. It was out of that timeout when they got back to look what their strength is, which is using penetration to create chases at the three-point line. That's really what they did to kind of close this out. And this is what they were doing the whole time, Scott, right? They're just hunting who they want. Here's Luka. You're going to go and have Tatum set this screen right here, and then Tatum's going to peel out because you want ultimately Luka operating here against Jaylen Brown. And that's what they get. And Luka actually does a decent job initially. Like, he slides his feet. He kind of offers some resistance. Watch Jaylen Brown's determination. He kind of gets tied up here, but then he continues to go. And the fact that Kyrie Irving can't help off the corner means it's simple math. If you can get into the paint and bring somebody from the weak side to help, you've got 3-on-2 on the weak side. And that's basically what happens right here. You're going to get finally that backline defender has to come. And now you're going to see, because Horford's on the baseline, that means that Kleber's got to pinch down. And now, again, do the math. You got two shooters on the weak side. You got one defender to try to figure this out. Jaylen Brown's going to make the kick out. You get the chase from the top, one more swing, it's wide of a three. This is Boston at their best, 2 feet in the rim before they start getting the three. Here again, one more example, another switch, Jaylen Brown. Obviously, this is not the matchup you want if you're Dallas. You got Maxi Kleber on the island against Jaylen Brown. Now, here's what is important, Scott. If they're going to do these switches, very, very important. Kleber has to be aware, like, this is where all of the activity is. Very, very important defensively. jump on that right hand and force him back to his left into the traffic. He doesn't do that. He gets beat to the opposite side, and what that means is you got two shooters over here. These guys aren't leaving. So now Jalen Brown's downhill. You're going to force this reaction from the backline defender to come over to get in front. And of course, you got a wide open three here, and this is unfortunate for Dallas's breakdown because you're down to 3 seconds on the clock when Brown wins this matchup. But again, it always gets back to the same thing on this night, which is Dallas's inability to keep the ball in front of them in any sort of one-on-one coverage. Because of the versatility of Boston's players, the number of switches that they were getting, Dallas just really was destabilized from the beginning defensively. This was not the defense that we saw Dallas play for the last 3 months of the season. Give Boston a lot of credit. This was a dominant performance on both ends of the floor.
Every corner of the city has come down with the case of finals fever. This is the Prue tonight. A little bit of fog, but lit up in Celtics green. And the fans are soaking up every second of this excitement, especially after such a great victory. WBZ's Brandon Truitt is live for us outside of the Garden, where there must just be a sea of green coming down those escalators right now, Brandon.
Oh, David, you know it. Hey, this is live TV, so this could go either way, folks. Listen, people are pouring out of the Garden right now. They're ready to go. This is the game one that people have been waiting for. This is what it looks and sounds like when you get Boston. The NBA Finals have rolled into town, fans packing bars along Causeway Street, and a few lucky ones got tickets inside, including 13-year-old Grady Smith.
This is my dream. I've always wanted to go to a finals game, and now I'm here. It's insane. It's mind-blowing.
6 years ago, Grady was diagnosed with ALD, a rare genetic condition. Recently, he's been dealing with some side effects from a bone marrow transplant he had about 2 years ago. But on Wednesday, this happened.
4 sets of 2. Tell us why you need to go root for the Celtics.
Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy tweeting out a video for a set of tickets. It got the attention of Brian Babs, better known as Babs on the mic, who responded with a pitch for Grady to get the tickets. That went viral.
It built so quick. It got in the hands of Julian Edelman. And once Julian Edelman got it, you got the Jules bump, it was there.
I showed him and he got a big smile on his face. I was like, but everyone and their mother is going to want these tickets.
This is Grady's mom, Jillian.
Within 20 minutes, I got a text message from Dave Portnoy. I thought it was fake.
But it was not fake. The family of 4 had been selected to go to Game 1. Grady learned of the news during treatment Wednesday afternoon.
I've been a fan since I was maybe even younger than my brother. It's a cool feeling, especially being here with my entire family.
I just like how the whole family's together to watch a finals game.
The past few months have been pretty rough for Grady and our family, and this is definitely going to lift his spirits big time.
So before the game, Grady had told me Celtics at 6. It's unclear, though, if he's going to adjust that at all based off their performance in Game 1. Although I think he's a good luck charm here, so we're going to have to bring him back for Game 2 somehow. Someone out there has to have a way to get him in there for that. Fans here, though, taking it all in, David, as you can hear around me. The party really just getting started. live in Boston. Brandon Truitt, WBZ News.
I absolutely love the energy down there, and boy, that is a lot of fun. Brandon Truitt, great job outside the Garden for us tonight. Now,